Hello everybody, my name is Jim, welcome back to my channel. So in the constant barrage of YouTubers making a complete ass out of themselves, we have Ricegum throwing his hat in again. Ricegum must have seen what Logan Paul had said on his podcast and thought, not today Logan, I'm going to fucking outdo you on this one. So basically Ricegum recently has had some beef with H3H3, which honestly isn't a smart move on his point because Ricegum is already one of the least likable people on YouTube.
You got raped?
Yeah, bro. And this dude, he raped like hella people.
What the fuck? No, but did it feel good though?
Nah.
It honestly seems like a jackass. A lot of times I like to give people credit and say, oh, they're probably nice in real life, it's probably just character. I actually think Ricegum's fucking stupid. I think he's an idiot and I think he's an actual jackass. So basically what's been happening is H3H3 made a video against Ricegum talking about how he's been involved in this scheme that promotes gambling for kids. And it's some sort of unboxing thing. I really didn't look into it too much because I'm too lazy. And then Ricegum made a video back apologizing, which was a lazy apology that was a shit video, which really isn't surprising. It's the exact apology we should have expected out of Ricegum. H3H3 then made another video talking about how shitty Ricegum's apology was, where Ricegum calls out people on David Dobrik's squad that did these same kind of videos. Now, to be fair to Ricegum, they did do these same kind of videos, so if we're going to critique Ricegum for it, we have to critique everybody for it. He is right on that point.
Look, all these guys right here, right? They're in David Dobrik's crew, whatever. They're influential, got kid fans. Same thing, open up boxes. This was 3 weeks ago, way before I was doing it. Why did no one bring it up 3 weeks ago or even talk about these guys?
But I just wanted to go through the Ricegum video and talk about it and how dumb it actually is and how it makes him look even worse than originally thought. Not because he makes some bad points, he does, he makes some real shit points, but honestly because I think he's a fucking idiot. I think he proved just how stupid he actually is here. My favorite part, actually, I think now, is his thumbnail, and I'll put it up on the screen. It's where he calls Hila a liar, which is fine, but he puts in front of Ethan hypocrite. Hypocrite. Is that a gang-banging hippo? He's a hypocrite. You mean hypocrite? Is this actually how you think hypocrite spelled? I hope. I think this is actually how Ricegum thinks hypocrite is spelled, or what the actual word is, which honestly doesn't surprise me that he's this fucking stupid. Going through the video, Ricegum actually has some pretty good points through most of it. He talks about how Ethan and Hila have sponsored some less than ideal things, some shady stuff with that help app that everyone was sponsoring there for a run there. And then they had called Ricegum out on snitching on David Dobrik's team and snitching on other YouTubers who were doing the same boxing. But Ethan defended himself by calling out other YouTubers who were also sponsoring that app. So Ricegum actually has some okay points. Up until about 5 minutes, he actually had some pretty good points, but he really keeps hitting on Ethan's depression, and I don't know why he would keep doing that. Like, he keeps really banging on this depression thing.
It's like, oh, Rice isn't depressed, he's having a good life, you know? Let's make fun of him because he's not depressed. But these guys over here, man, like, you know, they took the money, they did some, like, scummy sellout thing to their fans, but wait, they're depressed though, so let's not make fun of them. But I'm not talking about this, man. I literally could have made any type of apology of it, and he would have still reacted and just made up something. I don't know, he's just a big hater. And I guess it makes sense because he says he's, like, depressed or something, which really doesn't make sense why he's depressed, honestly, because, like, I mean, money isn't everything and fame isn't everything, but, like, he has both of that, and, like, YouTube is, like, a dream job. And
up until about 5.5 minutes, I didn't have any real issues with Ricegum's video. But again, he starts banging on this depression thing, and with how sensitive people are right now to mental health issues, I don't think this was a good move, and I just think Ricegum is such a fucking idiot for this. He has 107 upvotes, but 171,000 upvotes, but 181,000 downvotes. Apparently, Ricegum has become a doctor and a therapist, even though he says, I'm not a therapist, but he offers some solutions to depression. So I want to give you guys the Ricegum solution to depression. If you're dealing with anxiety or depression, Ricegum's got you covered.
it makes sense because he says he's like depressed or something, which really doesn't make sense why he's depressed, honestly, because like, I mean, money isn't everything and fame isn't everything, but like he has both of that, and like YouTube is like a dream job. And
fair point, YouTube is a dream job, fair point, but apparently you can solve it with money and fame. He says it's not everything, but he implies that it is in fact everything to him, which again, for a guy who has made an entire career out of flexing on people, this really shouldn't be all that surprising. The Ricegum's priorities are money, fame, and what we'll find out later is high-energy women. Apparently solved. Depression, fixed.
I'm really trying to think. Like, I'm not a therapist or anything, and this is like towards the end of the video, so a lot of people might not even see this, so I'm just gonna say it how it is. I think this fool is depressed or whatever because his girl be just so whack. Like,
not a good theory. Not a good approach. Hey, it's the end of the video. No one's really gonna see this except everyone's probably still watching because we're watching for the beef. So let me say some dumb shit. Here's where he makes his grave mistake. Here is the biggest issue of the video. It starts at 5:50 in Ricegum's video. He starts going after Hila. Hila Klein genuinely seems like one of the nicest people on YouTube and one of the most likable people. And Ricegum has got to be one of the least likable people just on the planet. Just overall, even outside of YouTube, he's just an asshole. He basically states that Ethan has depression because he has a low energy girl and his girl is kind of whack. He also tries the stereotypical disrespectful nature of I don't know who she is. Really, you didn't do a quick search of H3H3 name of Ethan and Hila, that was hard for you to find?
Someone has to say it, but like every time his girl is in a video, bro, it's just crickets. For real, she's just so boring, bro. And maybe you're just bored of her, or just like surround with some high energy girls, cause like you probably can.
So apparently, Ethan has depression because Hila doesn't have a huge outgoing personality and doesn't scream and yell in all their videos like a bunch of stereotypical YouTubers.
So just walk into the house and look through their shit and find guns.
Monotone Monica over here. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know her name, but like
Monotone Monica over here. Oh, I'm just kidding. I don't even know that. No, yeah, you do. You do know. You knew the joke you were making. It was fucking awful. You have the dumbest fucking laugh.
Monotone Monica over here.
What is that, Ricegum? I mean, while we're making fun of people for their physical stuff, right? He eventually makes fun of Hila here for not having a huge outgoing personality. While we're making fun of him for shit that doesn't matter, let's make fun of that dumbass little laugh you have. It's like he's going for a rapper laugh, but isn't cool enough to actually pull off the rapper laugh.
And the rapper will just be like,
yeah, maybe you're just bored of her. Maybe you're just, because she's boring. Maybe you're just bored of your wife of what, they've been married for 10 years, who's pregnant with your child, who they seem like they actually love each other. You're probably just bored.
For real, she's just so boring, bro. And maybe you're just bored of her, or just like surround with some high energy girls. Cause
There you go. See? Fucking Ricegum solved depression. I mean, years and years of study and the science and psychologists and psychiatrists, they can't figure this shit out. They have a little bit of, they have some ways like with therapy and there's antidepressants, but fucking Dr. Ricegum's got it all figured out. It's just high energy women that you pay to be your friend and be in your videos who don't actually care about you, Rice.
You probably can. I mean, you got the money and the clout, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah, you got the money in the clout. Just go get some high energy. Cheat on Hila. I can dump Hila's lame ass because she doesn't fucking talk, so dump her. Fuck that you've been married for all these years. Fuck that you've built an empire together. Fuck that she's probably a really nice person and takes care of you. Fuck all that. You need to get high energy women. I love that his high energy women, his girls just dance. He basically said strippers, like improv. Like that's essentially what he's talking about here. Is girls that were dancing around that he paid to dance around.
Just like surround with some high energy girls.
That's how Ricegum is going to solve his depression. Is be around high energy women. So money, fame. So it's got to go money because the money buys the girls. So money, fame, high energy girls. Forget spending a life together and finding someone who truly cares about you. All of that bullshit that Ethan and Hila have put together. It's high energy girls, Rice. Really nailing it on this one. By the way, one of the other things that really pissed me off is when he went after Hila, he talked about monotone Monica and basically the way she sounds. Here's the thing, Rice. She speaks more than one language and English isn't her first language. She's also not from the United States. So I wouldn't expect her to act like an American. Americans tend to be a little bit more louder and brash people. She's from Israel, if you've never seen it. Her name's Hila, by the way. She's from Israel, where she served in the Israeli military. So she served her country, as Ethan responds in one of his videos. She served her country. She's a self-made millionaire. She's carrying his child, and they've been together and built an empire together. So I don't know why you would go after Hila Klein. This seems like one of the dumbest things you could possibly do. So Hila, basically forget being a loving wife, the mother to Ethan's child, his business partner, and someone who supported him and helped him through all of his shit. You need to be a high-energy woman and get your shit together. And Ethan needs to just drop her. You guys, here's basically it, is make a bunch of money, get famous, drop your girl, and go get a whole bunch of whores to be around you all the time, and that'll solve your depression. That's basically what's holding you back. I think we can all say thank God for Dr. Ricegum. That's the end of this video. Please hit the big red subscribe button, like it, and share it, and I'll see you guys next week. with her.